Hello and welcome to video number 6. In this example, if I look at the equation that I'm given, notice that 9 is the biggest number in the denominator and it's under the x. This means that this is a horizontal ellipse because the x-axis is the major axis. So just make a note of that and let's proceed with finding the required information. The center is going to be at +1, -2. And I like to draw the center in because everything really emanates from the center. So I'm going to go over 1 and down -2. Here is my center. Okay. And next it's asking me for the major radius. Now, the major radius again is given by the letter A. In this case, a squared is 9, so a is equal to 3. And so what I know is from this center point, I'm going to go 3 units along the x-axis to the right and to the left to find my vertices. So I'm going to go from here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So this point here is going to be located at 4, -2, because it's down -2 as well. And this is going to be one of my vertices. And going to the left, I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3. This is going to be where? This is going to be at the point -2, 2. So my other vertex is at -2, 2. So just take a moment and pause and make sure you see that the major radius of 3 is on either side of the center. Now for the minor radius is given by the letter B. We know that b squared is 4, so the minor radius is 2. From the center, I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2. And this is going to land me at the point 1, 0. Okay, so I know one of my co-vertices is at 1, 0. And then I'm going to go down 2 units from this point. And that's going to bring me to the point 1, -4. And my other co-vertex is at 1, -4. And I usually, let's see if I can draw a picture sort of connecting the dots. It doesn't really look so good, but you can tell this is a horizontal ellipse. Now the major axis, when it's asking you for that, we know the major axis is the x-axis, but the length of the major axis you can see is going to be 6, right? It's 2 of the radii. The length of the minor axis is going to be 4. Finally, our foci, remember that's using the letter C, and C is going to be plus or minus the square root of a squared minus b squared. A squared is 9, b squared is 4, so C actually equals plus or minus the square root of 5. And we're going to leave everything in simplest radical form, no calculators. So the distance is going to be plus or minus the square root of 5 from the center. So since the foci are on the major axis, this point here is actually going to be, can you guys see that? 1 plus the square root of 5, comma, -2, right? Because I'm adding the square root of 5 to the x value that I already have, okay? And then this point is going to be 1 minus the square root of 5, comma, -2. That's my other focus point, okay? So just take a minute to make sure that makes sense, right? I'm taking the distance of the square root of 5 and I'm adding it from the center point. So if the x value starts at 1, it's 1 plus the square root of 5. That's what I go in the x direction. And then I'm going to do 1 minus the square root of 5 to get to the other focal point. Okay, I'm going to do one more video, and this last video will probably also contain a square root, or maybe I'll do another example of a horizontal ellipse.